Good morrow, and welcome to A Midsummer Night's Dream as produced by BHS. Prithee, refrain from eating or drinking in the theater, and none of those modern quick paintings of yours with the lights.
Methinks that you mean flash photography. Never mind, we'll have none of that. Now, allow us start.
Enjoy the show.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But, oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly see themselves in night, when I so quickly to the time, and the moon lights us revel, you melt in heaven, children of the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals, the pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another heat, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegis. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her widow snug with feigning voices, verses of feigning love. With cunning hast thou flinched my daughter's heart and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so she will hear, not before your grace, to consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine. I may dispose of her either to this gentleman or to her death, according to that law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father but looked with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not what by powers I make bold, nor how it may concern my modesty here today to plead my thoughts. But I wish to know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, and if you decide not to wed Demetrius, you can endure the livery of a nun, for I to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
Ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul contests not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and I for everlasting bond of fellowship, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father, else wed Demetrius as he would.
Relent, sweet
Or
Hermia.
on Diana's altar, protest for high austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazy child to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry her?
Scornful Lysander, truth he hath my love, but what is my love shall render him. And as she is mine and all my right of her, I do on stay unto Demetrius.
I am my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of Beatrice Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius saw it vouch to his head, made love to Nandra's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I've heard so much, but come, Demetrius, and come, Aegis, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you all. And for you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, else the law of Athens yields you up to death or to single life. Come, my Hippolyta.
And with duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? What chances the roses there to fade so fast?
Like for want of rain between them from the tempest of mine eyes.
I mean, for what I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny, so we must teach our child patience, as does a customary cross, as due to lovers as wants and tears, wishes and sighs.
good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I've a widow wanted, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only child. To that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night. In the wood, a league without the town. There will I marry thee.
My sweet Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that men have ever broke, in number far more than woman ever spoke. In the place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly I will meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Oh, Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again, unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodest as in your tongue's sweet tune, more tunable to lark than shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching. Oh, for favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My lips should catch your lips, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I give to be you translated. Oh, teach me with how you look and with what manner you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
Oh, I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that my smiles could such affection move.
Oh, I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could make such an impact.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he shall no more see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, in what graces love do dwell, that he hath turned to heaven unto hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when the Phoebe doth behold, silvery vistage in the watery glass, decking with liquid the pearl and bladed grass. A time the lover's flight still doth conceal, through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends in stranger companies. Take comfort, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee that Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight of lovers sweet tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my love. And Helena, do. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
Oh, how happy some or other some can be. Through in Athens I am thought of as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know but he do know. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is when Cupid baited blind. For ere Demetrius look upon Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he were only mine. When this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved in showers of oaths did melt. I will go and tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the woods will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a great expense, for herein mean I to enrich my pain, but to have his sight thither and back again.
La, 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 la.
Is all our company here?
You best call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Aye, Mary. Our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And Mary, now, Peter Quince, name your actors by their scrolls. Masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus.
Ah, and what is Pyrrhus? A lover or a tyrant?
A tyrant that kills himself most down for love.
Ah, thou hast some tears in the true performing of it. If I am to do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Hercules rarely or part to carry a captain. To make all split, the raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Thisbe's car shall shine a bar and make a bar. The foolish face. This was lofty. Now then the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is this be, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must
Nay! Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play in a mask. And you may speak small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little tongue. Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, my lady, my Thisbe, dear lady.
No, no. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor,
Here, Peter Quince.
you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker,
Here, Peter Quince.
you Thisbe's father. Myself, Pyramus's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am so studied.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
And I may play the lion's part too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear it. I will roar that I will have the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar
And
again.
you should do it too terribly. And that would affright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would all shriek. That were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all, everyone's son.
Come, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us all. But I will aggravate my voice, that I will roar you as gently as any suckling dove. I will roar you to any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a most lovely man as one shall find on a summer's day, a most gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will. Masters, here are your parts. And I have to pray you, to entreat you, and to desire you to con them by tomorrow night and meet me a mile without town in the palace wood. There we shall rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be donned with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I shall drop a bill of property such as our play desires. I pray you will fail me not.
Very well. There we will meet, and we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak, we meet.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire, I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen, to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her ventures feed, and their gold coats spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors. In those freckles live their savors. Now, I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits. I'll be gone. The queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth give his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen not come within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child not of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy, and now they never meet, in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the quern and bootless make the breathless huswife churn, and sometimes make the drink to bear no barn, misleading night wanderers, laughing at their harm? And those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Huck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I a fattened, bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. And sometimes a kind of gossip's bull, in the very likeness of a roasted crab. Then, when she drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, and down topless she a tail and cries, and falls into a cough. And the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax it in their mirth and knees and swear. A merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress. Would that he were gone.
Ill met by the moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon! Fairies, skip hence. I forswore his bed and company.
Tarry, rash, wanton. Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shade of corn sat all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India, but that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, and your beskinned mistress and warrior love to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love for Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since midsummer spring met we in a hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by brushy brook, or the beaten margin of the sea to dance our ringlets in the whistling wind. But thy brawls hath disturbed our sport. Therefore, the wind piping to us in vain, as if revenge hath sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, following the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. And the same progeny of evils come from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents in original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Put your heart at rest. The fair man is not the child of me. His mother was a vostress of my order. And in the Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands. But her being mortal of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him! Yeah!
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance after Theseus' wedding day, and if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see to our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I'll spare your haunts.
Give me the boy and I'll go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. You shall chide downward if I so longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I've tormented thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat on a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breaths that the certain stars shot madly from their spirits to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember.
That very time I saw, thou could not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair Bastille thrown it by the west, and let loose his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. Fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wounds. Maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on a sleeping eyelid laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next living creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once the juice of this, I'll watch Titania while she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eye, The next thing that she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or busy ape, shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm off her sight, as I can with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I'm invisible and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stay with me. Thou toldest me there was flown unto this wood. Here am I, a wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in the plainest truth, tell you I do not nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more.
Oh, tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I'm sick when I look on you.
I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself to the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look upon me?
Oh, run from me and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. If thou follow me, do believe I will do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand that I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Ah, here comes the messenger. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violets grow quite over-canopied by the luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin with wheat wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eye and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through his grove. A sweet Athenian lady is loved with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, and do when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care that he may prove more fond of her than she upon her love. Meet me here again ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now a round a little fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute, hens. Some to kill cankers and muckers buds. Some war with reverence for the 11 wings to make my small elves coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits, and sing me to sleep. Then to your offices and let me rest. as well. One aloof stands sense enough.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for its sake, be it ounce or cat, bear, part or boar with bristling hair. In thy eye that doth appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when to vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take this sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning of love's confidence. I mean that by my heart and yours is knit, so that one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchange with no, so that two bosoms no lettering we deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very pretty. Now, much be sure my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But my friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love never alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer I say. And end life when I am loyal. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and flowers, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he my master said despiseth the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill curtsy. Girl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power, this charm doth thou. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I'm gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, do not haunt me thus.
Oh, when thou darkly leave me, do not so.
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I'm out of breath in this fond chase. The more my love, the lesser is my grace. Happy so is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. What's this? Lysander on the ground. Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire for thy sweet sake. O transparent Helena, nature shows art, that thou thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Would thou he love your Hermia, Lord, what thou? Yet Hermia still loves you. Be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent with the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I, being young, till now, not ripe to reason. But now, touching the point of human skin, reason becomes the marshal of my life, and leads me to your eyes where I overlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never could, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth, you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But very well, perforce I must confess, I thought your lord more true gentleness. Ah, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She's not Hermia. Hermia sleeps out there. And never mind, come Lysander near. Now with all my powers, with all my might, I'll address Helena and be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. I need for pity. Methought a serpent ate out my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander, Lord! Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you will find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient spot for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn break our tiring house, and we shall do it in action as we shall do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw his sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide by. How answer you that?
Fire Lakin, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit! I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. For the better more assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
Nay, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I'll fear it, I promise you.
Gentlemen, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is the most treacherous thing. For there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Then another prologue must say that he's not a lion but a man.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must come through saying thus or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would entreat you, or request you, not to fear, not to tremble. My life for yours, if you think I come hither as lion, it were pity my life, for I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are, and there indeed, let him name his name plainly, and say, he is not the joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is 2 hard things. That is, we must have moonlight in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
Look in the calendar. Get me the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, so that the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else a man must come in and say he comes to disfigure moonshine, or to present it. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did speak through the chink in a wall.
We can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And may he have some loam, or some rough cast, or some plaster about him to signify wall. And may he hold his fingers thus, and through that chink may Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, everybody's son, sit down, rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you speak first. When you have, enter through that break, and the rest of you according to your cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So you're the cradle of the fairy queen. What, a play, Tord! I'll be an auditor! An actor, too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, speak! Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious.
Odors! Odors!
Odors, savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe, did. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by and by will I to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus that ever played here.
Oh, must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you? For you must understand that he goes but to hear a voice and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of color like red rose on triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile, and eke most lovely Jew. As true as horse set, yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus is true. That you must not speak yet, that you answer to Pyramus. Pyramus, enter! The line is never tire!
As true as horse set, yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I will only lie.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are hunted, masters! Oh, fly, masters! Hello!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire. And neigh and bark and grunt and roar and grunt like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire, and a return.
What knavery is this? This is to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, what do I see on thee? Thou art changed.
What do you see? You see an ass of your own, do you?
Oh, bless me, Bottom. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To make me afeard if they could. But I will not stir from this spot. I will walk up and down and I shall sing. I shall sing that they shall hear I am not afeard. The aldercock, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his nut so true, the wren with little queel.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, whose notes full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer no. For indeed, who would give a wit the bird so foolish? Who would give a lie the bird that cried, cuckoo, never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored by thy note. So is mine eye enthralled by thy shape. In thy fair virtue's force before doth move me, on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for this. Then I get to say, reason and love hold little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. If I were wise enough to get out of this forest, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rage, and the summer so doth tend upon my state, and oh, I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee. They shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and single thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. It'll purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, dewdrop, moat, mustard seed, ready.
And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for the night tapers crop their waxen thighs and let them with fiery glow in his eyes. Have my lover to bed and to arise. Pluck the wings from the painted butterflies and fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies. Hail, mortal!
Hail! Hail! Hail!
I acquire your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Ah, good Master Colin, I shall desire you of more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, I beseech you, honest gentleman.
Peace Blossom.
Oh, Master Peace Blossom, commend me to your mother, Squash, and your father, Peace Cart. I shall desire you of more acquaintance as well. Your name, I beseech you, good sir.
Mustard seed.
Oh, Master Mustard Seed, I assure you, your kindred hath made my eye water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance as well, Good, Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue. Bring him silently.
There will now be a 10-minute intermission.
wonder if Titania be awakes, and what it was which next came into her eye which she must dote on in extremity. Ah, here comes the messenger. How now, my spirit? Has excuse me, good father. Hast thou lost the Athenian's eyes as I bid thee do?
Yes, but moreover, what is important is that my mistress with a monster is in love, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. The shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort who Pyramus presented in their sport forsook a scene and entered in a break. When I did them at disadvantage take, an ass's knoll I fix it on his head, and on his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, as wild geese in the creeping fowler eye sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight did his fellows fly, and our stamp here or here one falls, he murder cries and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns in their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and love sweet Pyramus translated there, when, in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
Suppose thou bear thy good devise. But hast thou that latched the Athenian's eyes, as I bid thee do?
Yes, I took him soothing. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that of force she must be eyed.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
Huh? This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay bread so bitter, your bitter foe.
Now would I chide, but I should do thee worse, for thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander, being o'ershoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he was to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast killed him. So should a murderer look, so dead and so grim.
So should the murdered look. And so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou hast driven me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou live upon him being awake? Or hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch could a worm and adder do so much. An adder did it, for with doubler tongue, sharper than thine serpent, never had her stung.
You spend your passion on a misprize mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me that he is well.
And what should I get there for?
Privilege never to see me no more. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no fault in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love side. Of thy misimpression, this performance must ensue some true love turn, not a false turn to true.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding truth, a million fail confounding oath on oath.
About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is and pale of cheer, with sighing breasts that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll trump his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, gives Cupid's archery, sink an apple in his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the night sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our merry band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside, the noise make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then we'll to at once will one. That must needs be sport alone, and these things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should ruin scorn? Scorn and diversion never come in tears. Look what I vow, I weep and vow so born, in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the advantage of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more when truth kills truth. Oh, devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her over? weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will both even weigh and light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect divine, to what my love can I compare thine eye? Thy crystals muddy, oh, how ripened show, thy lips, those kissing cherries, oh, how tempting grow.
Oh, spite. Oh, hell. I see you're all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. To vow and swear and praise my parts when I am sure that you hate me with your hearts. You are both rivals and love Hermia. Now we're both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia. This you know I know. And with all goodwill, with all my heart, I yield up Hermia's love my part. And if Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If ever I loved, all that love is gone. My heart turns but a guess-wise sojourn. And to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Oh, despairs the fate thou dost not know. Lest to thy peril thou shalt abide, dear. Oh, look where thy love comes. Yonder's thy dear.
Dark night that from the eyes apprehension makes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. It's not by my eye, my Lysander, found my ear, I think, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
What should I say when love doth press thee up?
Well, what love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, thou would not let him bide. Helena, who more in gilds the night, than yon all Tharios and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know that hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
Speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with these foul derisions? You rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly, our sex as well as I may chide you for it. Though I alone do feel this injury.
I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to praise my eyes and face, and since your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, to tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on? By your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persephone, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my bank, weak at each other, hold this sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul for Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Do not scorn her so.
Oh, if she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helena, I love you. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for you, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where 2 10s all this?
Dang off, thou cat. Now, bird, vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
What changes this sweet love?
Thy love? I will turn a tartar out. Oh, loathed medicine, oh, hated potions.
Do not jest.
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
Oh, I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair as I was erewhile, since night you loved me, and since night you left me.
by my life, I never did desire either to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question of doubt, be certain of nothing sure, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Me? You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What have you come by the night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fie in faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I see that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth. She hath prevailed with him. And what? Have you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and low? How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak! How low am I? I am not so low but that my nails may climb tonight.
I pray you, though you love me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I ever more than love you, Hermia. Can ever keep your counsels, never rob you. Oh, save that in love to Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him, but he hath chided me hence and threatened to strike me, spurn me, they killed me too. Let me go. And bear my folly back to Athens. Let me go. See how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
Which lies stand out with Demetrius!
Be not afraid, Helena, she shall not harm thee.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, oh, she is fierce.
Little again! Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering Snodgrass maid, you feed, you acorn,
You are too officious. In her behalf does scorn your services. Let her alone. Speak not of her, take not her part. For thou dost intend never show a little self-love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Aye, now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
Mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands, the man, are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest. Commit thine errors willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed un-Athenian's eyes. And so far, am I glad it been so sore. Is this their angling I seem a sport?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide therefore, Robin, overcast the night. Starry welkin cover thee anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one comes up within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and rail thou like Demetrius. And from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows with death counterfeiting sleep, and leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. And crushes herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error of his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sights. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Will you in this matter I do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then I will her charmed eye from monsters view release, and all things will be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done in haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, and whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all.
But we are spirits of another sort? Will I have oft made sport in the morning dew, notwithstanding haste, make no delay, we can effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them, up and down. I am feared and feel the town. Robin, lead them, up one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground. Lysander, speak again! Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where hast thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws the sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where it calls, and he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed faster, and faster did he fly. I followed him on the unevenly way. Here will rest me, come thou gentle day. And once I find thy great light, I'll revenge Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Oh, bide if thou darest, for will I watch. Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and not stand or look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Oh, nay, thou mockest me. I shall abide the steer, if ever thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constrained me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach. Look to the distance.
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest. Oh, and sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds makes up 4. Oh, here she is. Cursed and sad, Cupid is a knavish lad thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled in the dew and the thorn with briars, I can no further walk, no further go. My heart can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest until break of day. Heaven should Lysander if they meet a prey.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known that every man should take his own, in your waking, shall be known. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, oh, and all shall be well.
Sit thee down upon this flowery bed, and while I thy amiable cheeks do coy and stick, mock roses to thy sleek smooth head, kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Couplet?
Ready?
Monsieur Couplet, good Monsieur, get you your weapons at hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee atop a thistle. And, good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. And do not fret yourself too much in the action, Monsieur. And good Monsieur, take care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, Senor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Monsieur Mustard Seed, give me your knee, and pray you leave your courtesy behind.
What's your will?
Nothing, good Monsieur, but to help cavalry cobweb scratch. I must to the barber's, for I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If my face do but itch, I must scratch.
Why, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I've a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
So say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly a peck of provender. A good butcher, good dry oats. Methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather a handful or two of your good dry peas, but let none of your people stir me. I have an expedition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. How I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou the sweet sight? Her dotage I now to begin to pity. For reading her of late behind the woods, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she is hairy temples, then it rounded with cornets of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, she in milder terms begged my patience. And then did ask of her changing child, which straight she gave me. And her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection from her eyes. And Robin, take this transformed scalp off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awakening the others to may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of tonight's vexations, but the accidents of a fierce dream. For so will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Deign but o'er Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon. What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how these came to pass. Oh, how my eyes do loathe this visage now.
Silence a while.
Robin, take off his hand.
Titania, music call. And strike more dead than common sleep all these 5 descents.
Music, oh, music, such a charm of sleep.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music. Come, Titania, let us rock the ground whereupon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and tomorrow at Duke Theseus' house dance triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There shall the pair of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Drinking! Attendant Mark! And you hear the morning lark?
Then, my queen, satrap we after night's shade, we the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, in a flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go one of you and find out the forester, for now our observation is performed. And since we have the varied of day, my love shall hear the echo of my hounds, and uncouple, I say, and let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will, my fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and we shall hear the musical confusion of my hounds. We shall hear them echo in conjunction.
I was a quick reason canvas once, when in a wood of creep they bade the bear, with tempest fire. Never did I hear such musical discord. Every region near seemed all in minstrel cry. Never had I heard such musical discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, with heads with ears that sweep away the morning dew. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this is Lysander's this Demetrius? Is this Helena, old mater's Helena? I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, decided to come here for our solemnities. But speak, Aegis, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Illustrate, wake them with your horn. Fair lovers, St. Valentine is past.
Pardon us, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies, so how say this gentle concord in the world that hate is so far from jealousy that one can sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I cannot truly say how I came here. But, as I think, for truly what I speak, and I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon us said that they would have stolen away the wood of Demetrius. Of you, of your wife, and me, of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stout, of this their purpose hither to this wood. I in fury hither following them, fair Helen fancy following me. My good lord, I know not by what power. By some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow. It seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. The virtue, the faith of my heart, the object, and pleasure of mine eye, was only to Helen, my lord. To her was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like sickness did I love this food. But as in hell, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we shall more hear anon. Aegis, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by these lovers shall be eternally knit. And now since the morning is now something worn, we shall set aside our purposed hunting. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we shall hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, my Apollo.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
He thinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems doubled.
And I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
It seems that yet we sleep, we dream. Did not you think the Duke was here, bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake, let's follow him. And by the way, let's recount our dreams.
When my Hugh comes, call me and I will answer. My first is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho! Peter Quicks! The flute the bellows mender! Snap the tinkerer! Softly.
God's my life! Stolen and pets left asleep! I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream past the wits of man to say what dream it was. That is but a fool if he will go to explain what dream I had. Methought I was, no man can tell me what. Methought I was, and methought I had, but man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. Man's eye hath not heard, his ear seen, his tongue conceived, nor his hand taste, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Bottom to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I shall perform it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. To make it all the more gracious, I shall perform it at her death.
Hast thou sent to Bottom's house? Is he home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he comes not, then the play's martyr goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. There's not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, you have simply the best wit in any handcraft in Athens.
I am the best person too. He was a very paramour for his sweet voice.
You must say paragon of paramours. God bless us, the thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. Oh, if our sport had gone on, we had all become men.
Oh, sweet Billy Bottom, just as he lost 6 a day during his life, he cannot escape 6 a day, and the Duke had not given him 6 a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. You would have deserved it. 6 a day Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these men? Where are these hearts? Oh, Bottom, most courageous day, oh, most happy hour.
Come, masters, I am to discourse wonders with you, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I am not true Athenian, I shall tell you everything that fell out.
Pray tell us, sweet Billy Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pups, and every man look on his part. For the long and short of it is, our play is preferred. Let him who plays Thisbe have clean linen. Let him who plays the lion's part not call his hair, so that, or they shall hang out as the lion's claws. And fair gentlemen, take care not to eat no onion or garlic. for we are to utter sweet whispers, and I have no doubt but to hear the Duke say it was a sweet comedy. No more words! Away! Go away!
Strange my Theseus that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true, I may never believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. For the lover and the madman have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet, all of imagination compact, see more devils than vast hell can hold, and in the night imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear.
But all the stories of the night told over, all their minds seem so construed, so together, motives and fancies images. However, some comes to a great consistency that is strange but admirable.
Here come the lovers now, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. We wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away the long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say what abridgment you have for us this evening. How else shall we beguile the lazy time if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the Cyclops to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the heart. We will have none of that. Have I told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules? The riot of the tipsy bacchanals as they tear the Thracian singer in their rage. This is an old device, and was sung last when I from Thebes came a conqueror. The tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragic and mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief? That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I've known a play, but by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, not one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when as I rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but the more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, it is nothing, nothing in the world. Unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go bring them in.
I love not to see recklessness owes charge and duty is perishing.
Oh, my sweet Ulysses sees no such thing.
He says I can do nothing in his kind.
The better we to give them thanks for nothing, for our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes in might, not merit.
So please, your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with goodwill. That we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. That we come here, but to despite you, our true intent all for your delight is not. But lo, the actors are handed. By their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he has played this prologue like a child and reporter. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like that of a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know, and this beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present Wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through Wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with bush, dog, and lantern presenteth moonshine, for if you would know, did these lovers think no scorn to meet by moonshine, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion, vile, with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his bloody broiling breast. And tarrying in mulberry shade, Thisbe his dagger drew and died. For all the rest but lion, wall, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse while here they do remain.
I wonder if lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One line may when many asses do.
In the same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall. And in this wall, as I would have you think, had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe whisper often very secretly. This long, this rough cast of stone doth show that I on the same wall the truth is so. And this the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
Is the wittiest partition that I ever discoursed, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grimlock night, with you so black. Oh, night, whichever art, when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And that wall, oh sweet, a lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine. That wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me thy cheek, so that I may blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wall, in whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in good truth, he should not, good sir, for deceiving me is Thisbe's speech. And she is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the chink in the wall. You shall follow path, I told you. Yonder she comes.
O wall, for often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My fair lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe,
My love, thou art my love, I think.
think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Clamanda am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates me kill.
Oh, kiss me to the whole of this vile wall.
I kiss the walls, oh, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Nine soon meet me straight away?
Thy life, thy death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged itself, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Is the wall now down between the two neighbors?
No remedy, my lord. When walls are so willful to hear without warning.
It's the silliest stuff that I've ever heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amends them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine them no worse than they imagine themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, as snug the joiner am, a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, fear pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and of a good conscience.
The very best at a beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. I, myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
He comes not near for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I'm weary of this moon. What he would change.
Oh, proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon, I the man in the moon, this thorn bush is my thorn bush, and this dog is my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is Onini's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shone with a good grace.
Well, mouse, lion.
Oh, and then came Pyramus.
So the lion vanished?
O moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glimmering gleams do I trust to take of Thisbe true sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor night. What dreadful doom is here? Oh, fates, come, and drum, quell, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Reach in my heart, but I pity the man.
O nature, wherefore did lion frame, since lion here has deflowered my girl, which is, oh no. Which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, outsword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, that led pap, where heart doth heart, thus die, thus. Oh, now am I dead, now am I fled. Tongue, lose thy light, moon, take thy flight. Thus die, 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 die.
No die.
Die!
No die is an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he may yet recover and yet prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine will be gone before Thisbe finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes now, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use long for such a pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
And thus she means.
Asleep, my love. What's dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise. Speak, quite dumb. Dead, must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks, are gone. Oh, lovers make moan. His eyes were as green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay the gorse into a shore with shears instead of silk. Oh, his tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, my blade, my breast and brew, and farewell, friends. Thus this be ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
And Lion and Moonshine are left to bury the dead.
Aye, the wall too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that part of their font. Will it please you to see the epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you, for there need no one to be blamed. Never excuse, for when everyone is dead, there need no one to be blamed. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as we this night have overwatched this palpable gross play hath well beguiled the gate of the night. We shall hold a fortnight in our solemnity. Sweet friends to bed. We shall hold a fortnight in these solemnities, with nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with wary task foredone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves, all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite, and the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouth shall disturb this hallowed house. I'm sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house keep glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite offers light from bird from briar. And the city after me, sing and dance trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride battle we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So it was the lovers three, ever true and loving be. And with this field to do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chambers blessed through this place, with sweet peace. The owner of it blessed, ever in safety shall rest. Now trip away, make no stay, meet us all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, whilst we visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding than a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now, to escape the serpent's tongue, boo, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.